So keeping the eyes open and knowing that is full choice throughout practice. It is okay to keep the eyelids open. It is okay to color outside the lines of whatever norm I may have created or you may have created in your mind, your psyche, your body, your soul, even our culture. Color outside the lines tonight and know that you are welcome here exactly as you are. More than enough. So perfect. So made on purpose, with purpose, with purpose, with purpose. And no accident that you're here, not just here on your mat, here with me, here with each other, but here in this world at this time. So please take another deep breath in as you just acknowledge the truth of the matter. You exist, you matter, we need you more than enough. And I'm also going to consider the truth here that we each have great work to do. So again, this idea, this concept of discomfort and courageous challenge, allowing that which is rising to the surface in each of our beings, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, and again, trusting deep within yourself that you have all that you need. All that you need. Doesn't mean that there will not be effort, but the beautiful thing on this path is that no effort ever goes wasted when we move through and towards the direction of union, forgiveness, wholeness, peace. And that is what yoga is. So again, as we reclaim the fact and the truth that we are perfect exactly as we are, and again, let's take another deep breath in through the nose, out the mouth, as we each remember there is still great work to do, and that is why we are still here. From this space, arriving in a comfortable seat, whatever that is for you, and allow yourself to maybe try out a few seats before you settle into the one that you want to arrive with tonight. Knowing you can bring in the comfort of a block, a bolster, a blanket, a wall, a chair, color outside the lines that keep us barricaded from our freedom. Once you find your seat, again, keep the eyes open for now and look to your left, look to your right, look up, look down, take in your environment and send some gratitude for these walls, these floors, these ceilings that hold us yet do not contain us. Allow yourself to bear witness to the sounds that are happening outside of your center. Allow yourself to bear witness to the life happening outside of your center. And with peace and with gratitude, just kind of feel yourself putting a little bit more space between you and that which is outside of you. Eyes still open here. Let yourself maybe rock a little to the left, rock a little to the right, a little roll forward and back, and feel the connection of your body, your mat, your ground, this beautiful earth. And when it feels like center and balance, consider lifting the heart just a little higher with the next breath in. And softening the shoulder blades as well as the belly, and allowing the hands to rest on the laps, the knees, maybe palms up, palms down. Trust. Trust how you arrive. Again, with the eyes still open, maybe you start to bring the gaze down to the floor in front of you, and just take a couple breaths and notice how that feels. Eyes soft. Breath soft. Body soft. Maybe drawing your awareness on your navel and feeling that subtle rise with the fullness of the breath in. and that soft fall with the breath out. Staying with the soft gaze, just consider your presence, your physical being, your body, and start to greet this self. In yoga, they teach us we have these sheets, these layers of who it is we are. We are so much more than we give ourselves credit for. But this physical outer sheet that we get to experience the diversity, the beauty, the uniqueness of how we shape and move and fill the world with our life. Maybe starting from that space of the ground up, just start to greet your skin and feel this breath. Anamaya kosha, this physical sheath. Can you see it with the light of truth, satya, the brilliance of compassion, ahimsa, the spaciousness of belonging, grace, and gratitude, asteya. As you deepen your breath and start to greet this breath, this next layer of who we are, prana, maya, kosha, this breath body, this energy, more than the flesh. As you feel your breath, maybe you also start to feel this lightness, living beyond the barriers of the physical and the skin. Holding the complexities as we go deeper in these sheaths, maybe, just maybe, the energy also goes bigger and wider. Creating your physical body as well as your breath. What do you feel? Going deeper yet, starting to greet the mental body, mana, maya, kosha, our thoughts, our visions, our dreams. As you go deeper with the breath, go deeper with the mind, and start to sort through the thoughts. Does this thought give you tension, or does it give you ease? And remind yourself you have choice. You have choice with your breath, this involuntary action, as well as our mind. Greeting yourself deeper yet, we go into our bellies, our gut, our instincts. Vishnamaya kosha, this wisdom body. And again, as you feel the navel rise and fall, Anamaya kosha, feel the wisdom of your knowing. And see if you can breathe a little deeper in this space. Beyond the books, beyond the certificates, the education, the labels, the titles, right? There is a knowing. And it is yours to know. As we start to connect deeper with this wisdom body, one more sheath, bringing us into our Ananda Maya Kosha. This bliss, this essence of the divine, immortal and everlasting. I like to imagine it into the center of my heart. And as big as the universe, the galaxies, cosmos, and skies. Draw your awareness to that space so deep within you. And just take a few more breaths here, maybe closing the eyes completely. Feel your full and whole self breathe. And allow every exhale to carry you deeper and deeper into the truth of who you truly are. We're going to carry that light deep within us outward until every cell, every bone, every part and being of your body. Start to deepen your breath here, lift your heart, soften shoulders, and maybe, just maybe, bring your hands to your heart center. Give thanks to yourself for showing up tonight. Give thanks to our teachers, our lineage, our land, this practice that is ancient in its wisdom, yet meets us in the moments that we are in, as we are, with the tools, with the hope, with the encouragement, the support to love, to lead, to liberate ourselves, and to share and extend that with one another. I give thanks to our dear Mother Earth, as well as the God of my understanding, and invite you to do the same. Call in the support that you need, angels and ancestors, guardians and guides, totems and teachers, right? There is power here, deep within you, deep within me, deep within each of our destinies. As you feel this love, this light, maybe you bring your prayers to your heart center, drop your chin to the chest, and ask yourself what this space is saying to you. This space of truth buried beneath all of those other layers, the loudness, the friction, the noise. Can you feel that whisper? And together, let's lift up whatever that might be, a collective prayer, a hope, a dream, an intention, all the way up to the sky, fluttering the eyelids open if they were closed. And with an exhale, open the mouth, let everything drop back down to the ground. You're here. Right hand will stay on the ground. Maybe you walk the fingertips just a little bit and sweep through the left hand. Find a little side bend here. Take a deep breath in. All the way up. Moving at the speed of trust, inhale, reach the arms up. And again, this calling in as well as handing off. And then the left hand will come down, walk the fingerprints out just a little bit, and then reach through with the right. Take a deep breath in. And all the way out. Inhale, reach up, look up. Put a little bend in the elbows. And again, we'll find our hearts, our centers. Take a deep breath in. So thankful for you. A gentle bow to the ground is again this gratitude, our ground. This grace, the space to lift us back up. Big breath in. From here, let's make our way to a tabletop position, adding in any support, any comfort you need. And this is one of those positions we land in often, so can you meet it with a different perspective, a different way of seeing yourself, the strength from the inside out. Hips on top of knees, pressing into the tops of the toes. Just give a little kick here, right? Like, oh my God, Monday, right? Just let it go, kids. Just let it go. You might even shake your head a couple times. Yes, no, crisscross the ankles, right? We can have these healthy tantrums, these healthy releases, right? Nobody's getting harmed, but we're releasing energy. And that's through for you. And it might not be yet, so take your time. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your heart. Maybe just smile. And then exhale, chin to chest, drop the crown down, scoop the hips forward. From the inside out, feeling that core strength, find your way into tabletop. Shoulders, elbows, wrists, find the lightness as you ground down in that ascension up through the forearms, that gentle press back of the blades and the widening of the arms. Take your right hand and just gently bring it underneath your belly. Love this space, no matter the shape, and just a gentle little press in and see if you can feel that engagement again from the inside. Then we'll place the hand down. Stay with this as we inhale, send the right leg back and gently bring the toes down. From the center, y'all, that core, that exhale, we're gonna lift up the right heel. And then inhale, send the right heel, just a little press back. Exhale, lift up the right heel, core, glutes, legs. Inhale, just a little press back. One more time. One more lift up of the heel, and then let the right toes come all the way down. Press a little bit back, and on the next inhale, send the left arm long. This is enough, or again, maybe that right heel comes up, and maybe that left hand again, just that gentle reminder to the belly. Ooh, I'm strong, right? Ooh, I'm loved. Ooh, I'm perfect exactly as I am. Little lift of the right heel. Inhale, exhale, let's meet underneath the belly. Inhale, right heel lifts up, toes down. Exhale, meet underneath the belly. One more time, take your time here. We'll use the exhale to come into the belly. And then just use your inhale to come again back into your tabletop position. Maybe lift up the right hand, just a little bit of figure eights. Maybe some gratitude, right? Thank you, Paul. Shake out. Any sort of movement you need in the hips, the pelvis, let yourself have that flow. And then before we get that other side again, let's find that tabletop position. Left hand this time underneath the belly. Ooh, I'm strong, right? Then that left foot will go long and gently tap the toes on down. From the core, the center, use your exhale to lift that left heel up. And then inhale, just a gentle press back. Minimal movement here. Exhale, lifting up, center body. Inhale, that little press back. Keeping the nose down to the mat. Can you feel it with your breath? One more. Exhale as the heel lifts. Inhale, drop the left toes. Settle. Bring your right hand to below belly. Feel that strength here. Inside out, not outside in. Right hand reaches more than enough, or the left heel comes up. 3 rounds of breath. Inhale, long and deep. Exhale, meet. So strong, so sweet. Awesome, yeah, yes. Everything from that center out. Making your way back to table, your time, not mine. Figure 8, left hand, left wrist. A little shaking out. I'm just going to encourage a couple stirring of the pots with the hips. Making sure if we go one direction, we'll find the balance in the other. Might even let the head go a couple times. Trust the body, trust your body. It's so wise, you are so wise. All right, y'all. From here, let's take ourselves from our tabletop, curl the toes under. Just think about like lifting the knees up and pressing the hips back, a little stretch into the back of the toes. And then with an exhale, we'll lift the hips, find down dog, a nice little pedal left and right. Knees super soft as we get started, just checking in on that alignment, that second toe, like a beautiful arrow to the top of the mat. Soften your knees here. Think about those sit bones, the head of our femur bones, really lifting up with the spine, long and strong. And then the exhale, maybe you straighten the knees. Heels might touch, they may not. It's not about that, y'all. It's about space and breath and being with. One more exhale here. We'll use our next inhale to roll our bodies out to plank, and just notice if you have to make any adjustments, which I definitely do. So I have to walk my hands out a little bit more. Shoulders, elbows, wrists, both heels equally reaching back. And then we'll use an exhale again, lift the hips up, find down dog. And just notice if the space has changed. 3, 4 breaths here. Shake your head out. Bend into the knees. Cries and sighs, right? They can roll right off your shoulders. Keep breathing. That's the practice. Where are we without breath? Where are we without breath? Inhale, roll your body again out to plank, hold and pause. Notice any micro adjustments, subtle. Subtle is everything. Next exhale, hips go back down dog. Inhale this time out to plank. And knees could land first. We're gonna move through our chaturanga. Everybody lower it all the way down to the floor. Pressing into the tops of the toes, feel the kneecaps lift, slide the heels of the hands underneath the elbow. Keep again that gaze soft down at the ground, and 3 rounds of breath as we inhale into the Cobra, and then exhale, tap the forehead down. Linger as long as you can, right? We want space here. Curling the toes under, kneecaps can stay connected. Inhale to the top of that push-up, and then exhale, finding down dog. Let the heels lift. Let the knees bend. Get low, and let's have some fun. It's Monday, so left foot's gonna cross over the right. Right foot's gonna cross over to the left. And you're gonna take as many steps, coloring outside the lines, all the way to the top of your mat. Finding your first forward fold, feet hip distance or wider. Knees soft, hands land where you need them, and allow yourself to breathe. Everything from the ground up, notice your feet. Notice your legs, can you energetically turn them on? Those 4 corners of your feet, so rooted, so grounded. Can you soften your belly and adjust your body so it can be tender and truthful and tenacious and all the effort all the same. We're going to exhale, emptying fully all the effort in the exhale. And then the hands will be on something, y'all, and we'll just come into our halfway lift. Hips on top of the heels, exhale, soften, fold. 2 more times, inhale, finding that halfway lift. Really root your feet, put a little bend in your knees. Rise through the heart center all the way up. Inhale, right hand, left wrist, just a little side bend as we start to stand up. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, left hand, right wrist, just that little side bend. Inhale, reach up, look up, and use your exhale to fold over your strong legs. Use your next inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms. Both knees are soft. Step the right leg back as far as you can go, and just adjust that left foot. So second toe, center of the heel, up to the knee, finding our first lunge on fingertips or blocks. Back knee gently lands down. As you press to the tops of the right foot, soften into the right leg, and let's inhale, lift up through the left. Breathe. letting the chest fall from the chin. Take one more inhale on the exhale. Keep the right hand forward, left hand behind. Let's do that again. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, twist behind. Beautifully up. Inhale, reach back up, and how we started, right? That bend in the elbow. Oh, remind yourself who you are. We'll plant the palms on back, step on back, finding down dog. Stay here, down dog or child's pose, or roll out with a vinyasa. It is your choice. Cobra, up dog, back bend, a choice. And with our exhale, returning back to down dog. Your time, not my words. Beautiful. So from that space of down dog, again, let's lift our heels on up, bend the knees, this time like a little tightrope. How much time can you take finding that center line, foot by foot, towards the top of your mat? Finding your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, soften over your strong legs. Root your feet, rise all the way up. Inhale. Exhale, little bend to the right or left, doesn't matter. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, other side. Inhale, reach up, look up, bend those elbows. So beautiful, so strong. Use that to fold over your strong legs. Inhale into your halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, knees are soft. Step your left leg back as far as you can go. And again, align, organize through the right second toe. Center of the heel up to the knee. Gently bring the left knee down, press into the tops of the left foot, left leg, and take your time rising up. Those subtle shifts, adjustments, right? What do we mean? And carrying from the inside out that light, that bliss. Anandamaya Kosha, our soul. Take another breath here. Use your exhale to bring the right hand back, left hand forward. We're going to do that 2 more breaths. Use an exhale to bend the elbows. You remind yourself who you are. Plant the palms on down, step on back, use an exhale, down dog. Stay here, child's pose there for us, or rolling with our flow, our breath, our life. I'm going to have everybody bring the knees down if they're not there yet. And again, just returning into this tabletop position. Be soft with the left toes. And then take your right feet back from center, lifting the toes back, right heel back. And then this time we're going to open up to the side. Woo, and then bring it back in. Trying to keep everything stable, everything centered. We sweep our toes over to the right, and then we bring them back in. They may only go an inch. They may only go 3 inches, right? What do you feel from that center space out? Then drop the toes on down. You're going to reach them back a little bit. We're going to curl the left toes, lift up, single leg, right leg, inhale. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. And again, just kind of notice, have we lost a little bit of space in the shoulders, the heart? We're not going to judge it, we're just going to notice it, and we're going to work with it, not against it. Use an inhale to straighten through right leg. And then exhale, belly, chest, chin through with the right foot. Right hand on the back of the calf muscle, always there to help. Take a moment, knee down or up, and then rise through, finding Ajnayasana or lunge. This time, open the arms, exhale, so everything softens. Oh, right? And then inhale up. Holding the lunge, thumbs behind, just that gentle pulse. What's on your shoulders? What's weighing on your heart? And how can it not, right again, to be alive in this moment? We're holding a lot, y'all. What can we melt away? One more breath as you reach the arms high. Use your next exhale to drop the left heel. And let's open up big, big, big Vira-2. Second toe, center of the heel, up to the knee. Flip the palms here. Let the right elbow go underneath the left and find your shoulders. Drop an ear. Could even like bend into your knee and extend through your leg. Just kind of feel your body, y'all. Lift the elbows up. Finding our way back through Vira-2. Notice the right foot. We're just going to slightly turn the right toes towards the left corner. And then I'm going to slide my left heel in alignment with my right. Oh, my hips just popped. That might happen. Coming right into our goddess pose, as narrow, as wide as you can make it. But again, the toes and the knees always in the same direction. Let's flip the palms up, just these nice little circles back. Feeling the strength of your belly, your hips, your spine. Right elbow underneath left. Again, we can find shoulders here. This is awesome. Or we can find the back of our hands or our palms. And if you want to maybe find a little fluidity, you could rise up on the breath in and drop down on the breath out. 3 more breaths. What do you need? Finding your way to stillness, lift the legs up, turn the toes in, so now the feet are parallel to the front and the back of the mat. Little back bend, so we're just going to lift up through the heart, the elbows. And then unwind the arms. Inhale. Stay long and full as you exhale. Hands on something, halfway lift. Exhale, palms press, bend your elbows if you need to bend. Take a breath or two here. Really think about the back of the legs. And you can always narrow the stance. Looking behind the knees and breathing again into the very backs of our legs that tend to be tight. We're going to stay folded as we walk our hands back to the top of our mat, pivoting on the right toes, finding this little lunge. Taking a breath or two here, and maybe even adding in a twist if you'd like. Just know that when you're ready to step the right foot back, finding down dog, staying in there, or going with the vinyasa or our child's pose. Honor you. We're going to allow ourselves to get back into our tabletop position. Foundational, finding alignment. Finding that integrity from the inside out, that awareness of your body, your strength, bigger than you give yourself credit for. Feel all the feels, right? All the things. And then we're going to let the left foot lift up from center. Open up the left heel over to the left side of the mat. Keep the toes down and then bring it back. Let's do that 3 more times. Remember, 1 inch might be more than enough, especially if we lose that integrity of the belly button down. And the breath staying fluid. When that's through, step the left toes back and down. You might even go back another or two. Right toes curl under. We're going to go right into single leg, left leg. Inhale, lifts up. Exhale, bends the knee. Open the hip. Make any noise you need. We straighten through the left leg, belly, chest, chin, left foot forward. Setting the body up again, Ajnanasana, left foot forward, right foot back. We rise with the breath. This time, bring your hands to your shoulder blades. Just kind of make some circles. Snaps, crackles, pops, they're always welcome here as well. And then again, just kind of reverse the direction. Strong legs still supporting you. Breath still flowing. Take the elbows in, take the elbows out. Unwind. Now just drop your hands, shake them out. And when you're ready, we'll rise them up. Exhale, drop the back heel, and we'll open up into our Viratu. Second toe, center of the heel, up to the knee. Flip your palms here. Left underneath the right. Find your shoulders. Give yourself some love. And again, you might just move in, move out. We have permission to do that. You have permission to do that. We'll settle into Viratu and take a few deep breaths. Take your time moving the left toes slightly towards the right top corner. Take your time sliding the right heel in, right toes out. And again, just kind of prep the mat body for that big, beautiful goddess squat. You could lift the body up, shake it out, and then bring it back in. Just know when you're ready for those arms, left elbow underneath right, and finding the back of the hands, palms, or again, our shoulders, more than enough. Finding the edge that you can stay with. 3 more breaths. Pulling the belly button gently behind the low back. One more exhale, follow it all the way down below your feet, below the floor. And from that space, rise up. Hands to heart center. Just breathe. With an exhale, we'll sink back into our goddess. Yay, everybody loves hearing that, right? Right hand gently on the right leg, lift up and through the left. Take a moment, just trying to drop your right ear towards your right shoulder, and then drop your right shoulder towards your right hip. You might look up, you might look down, but keep looking in. Sweeping through, we'll pause at the center. Oh, and then over to the other side. Making space. Finding peace. Use your next breath to reach up, straighten through the legs. Toes go forward. parallel to the back and the front of the mat. You are in the center. And then exhale, let yourself fold. Take an inhale to halfway lift, hands on something. Walk your right hand into the middle of your body and lift up through the left. Find a twist. No rush coming back down. That might feel really good, or it really might not. And then let yourself fold. Again, the halfway lift, shifting of the hips over the heels, spacious, strong left hand, center of the mat. Feel your center taking you up to the sky. Gently bringing yourself down, one more breath. Staying in the fold, walk yourself to the top of your mat. Pivot the toes to find your lunge. From this space, maybe we open up into a twist. And then let yourself step on back, down dog, vinyasa, or child's pose. Fill up with breath. Inhale long and deep. Hold the fullness. Offer a little bit more in. Whatever posture you're in is perfect. And then open your mouth. Stick out your tongue. Oh, how did that feel? And do you need another? Because you can give yourself more than one. We'll gently bring the knees down if they're not already there. A little ebb and a little flow. Drop belly. Crossing the ankles and returning to a comfortable seat, but maybe inviting in the weird crisscross. So sometimes first just do normal crisscross, notice what foot's on top, and then challenge that compassionately. Oh, let's try this one. Might feel weird at first, that's okay. Moving the sit bones from the flush again, let's ground down. There's earth here, there's earth here, there's a body here. There's a being here that matters, exists, here on purpose with purpose. Why is that such a challenge to see sometimes? Ourselves. When we see others with those beautiful heart-shaped lenses on, right? How can I serve? How can I support? How can I be a cheerleader to all this outside of me? Right here. There's a body here. There's a being here. There's a story here. And it matters. It matters. Take a deep breath in as you reach your arms up. Use your exhale just how we started. We're going to bring that right hand down. This time, though, walk it a little deeper and soften into your elbow. We're going to really reach through the left arm. You might even drop your right ear. Just kind of make some circles. A little reach forward, pull back. We're going to be here a couple breaths, so just explore what you feel in your body, especially from that center space outward. You might reverse the action, you might flip the palms, you might color outside the lines. Wouldn't that be awesome? Your time pressing up. Let the left hand come over to the right knee. Give yourself a little bringing out. What no longer is serving you. Squeeze it. Squeeze it. Get it out of you. Oh, and then inhale. There's freedom here. There's freedom here. Letting that left hand come down, and again, just kind of traveling it a little further, softening into the elbow, softening into the ear, reaching through the right arm. Just kind of let that right hip drop down, right quad, and then start making your circles. And breathe into those spaces that maybe feel tight, restricted. Reversing the action. Really dropping our right hip down, our right quad. Let an inhale lift you up. Let an exhale bring you out. Right hand, left knee. Stay as long as you need. What have you been carrying with you physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually? That is not yours to carry. And there's freedom here as you inhale, unwind your time, reach up the top. Last time, bringing the hands over the legs. Last time, stepping up into a plank. Take a couple breaths. You're crazy strong. Open your heart. Open your mind. Next exhale, we lower all the way down. Still pressing into the tops of the toes, but this time keep your hands nice and wide with the face down. So we're going nice and wide here. As you lift up, inhale through belly, through heart, through chin. Exhale, bend in and roll over to the left temple. We'll inhale, we'll reach up, look up, nice and wide cobra. And then roll the gaze over to the right, bend into the right elbow. And I'd love it if you tried this at least 3 times each side. Lift up, little bend, a little drop. Feeling those quads pressing down, full body engagement. As you come up into your center, that last inhale, hand pressed up on the fingertips, arms coming a little bit more straight. Take a deep breath in, and then let everything land with softness, with grace. Your space, your space. Doesn't matter which way you roll, just making your way onto the back side of the body and taking a nice full body stretch. We're gonna let the knees fall into the chest here and give yourself a little rock left and right. Both feet will come down to the floor, third finger able to brush the back side of the heels. Let the gaze stay high to the sky. Bring your peace fingers and just notice there is space between the earth and your neck, always. Shoulders ground down. We're going to let the palms press. As you inhale, we're going to lift the hips, active bridge. And as you exhale, lower from the top of the back, middle of the back, and all the way belly button and earth meet. Give yourself 3, 4, 5 of these. Letting the chest drop from the chin. And letting your body receive the earth. Next inhale, maybe you stay for another breath or 2. I always love dropping my gaze onto my diaphragm and seeing the breath in my body. How my body can rise and fall, shift. And again, where are we without this breath? Taking your time as you lower high back, mid back, low back. Stretch your right foot long, long, long. Let your right heel drop down to the mat as well as the calf muscle, the hamstrings, the hips. We're going to draw the left knee into the chest. It's still active on the right side. Left hand opening up into a half baby with the left foot. Take another breath here, and then we're gonna cross the left ankle over the right quad. Keep the right foot down to start and just kind of open up the left knee. Feel this more than enough, or maybe we sweep our hands through the gates and find the edge we can hold for 5 breaths. Think about counting to 10, 1 with the rise, 2 with the fall. No rush. Soft and sweet. Landing at the bottom of the next breath. Unwind your left leg and let the left heel, calf muscle, hamstring, hip, everything grounds down. Right hand on the outside edge of a right foot, or peace finger the big toe. And again, just this half happy baby. Couple breaths. Notice any edges showing up. Any need to be too much, too little. You're more than enough. Soften. Right leg over the left quad. Take your time. Keep the left foot on the floor. Just feel the right knee opening up our right hip. Again, that gentle count to 10 once you find your edge. Unwinding the legs when the time is right for you. We'll open into a happy baby. You could either peace finger the big toe, or again grabbing the outside edges. And feel free to extend the legs long and maybe bend the knees. What a beautiful posture to remind ourselves and a call in and out. Again, that Anandamaya Kosha, that bliss body, the truest essence of who we are. Ask yourself if there's anything else you need, you want, you desire from tonight's practice before bringing your body into Shavasana. As you make your way into stillness, take those 3 soft and full breaths in, knowing every breath in carries you closer and closer, deeper and deeper yet, to the divine truth of who you truly are. And allow that exhale to bring comfort and ground as you allow yourself rest in the space of your own sanctuary. resting in the space of your infinite soul. Resting in the space of your peace, your power. From the center, start to awaken, carrying this light, this warmth, this brightness, this brilliance outward to every cell, outward to every space. As you start to deepen your breath and awaken, feel that light not just living behind the barriers of your skin, but beyond what our mind, our eyes, our senses can even perceive or see. So big, so beautiful, so bright. Remind yourself who you truly are as you roll over to the right side of your body and pause. Land and feel. And with the least amount of effort, feel the ground supporting you as you come up into a comfortable seat. Finding again the ground, soft belly, heart's high. And that deep breath carrying us in and carrying us through. So again, just remembering who it is we are, we truly are. We get lost in that outer edge, that outer layer. Physical, breath, mental, wisdom, and soul. You are so much more than you give yourself credit for. From that space, may we continue to show up. May we continue to shine as bright as we can. May we again know that we have all we need. And in our perfection, there is infinite work to do. From the space of your heart center as well as your soul. One more time, let's lift our call, our prayer, our vision for a free, just, liberated self, collective, and world. The light in me sees you, honors you, and appreciates you. Go in peace and serve the highest. And so it is. So grateful, so grateful. So again, those are called the koshas, and the koshas, they are layers. They are layers of who it is we are. And I'm right now in the process of creating a cool little workshop really geared towards the koshas as well as the kleshas. The kleshas are our afflictions and our suffering. So if we can understand who it is we truly are on all these layers and all these consciousness things, but we get so judged, right, based on what our eyes see and the skin color and the identity and all the stuff, right, when it's like, we're light, we're love, we're resilient, we're wonderful, we're here, we're divine beings here on purpose to learn and to extend those lessons to ourselves and to each other. So, and then the kleshas are all, again, the afflictions and the suffering. So if we know who it is we are, we can know what it is we're going through, and we can better make our way to liberation and compassion, y'all. So that's the goal. So stay tuned. I'm working on that. I'm officially an RYT 500. That stuff makes me laugh, but unfortunately I gotta participate in the system so I can be qualified to give you CEUs, y'all. So stay tuned on that, and I'm open, and I love you, and please be kind to yourself. So again, you're so much more. And y'all, I know I'm taking up your time, but I am working right now on my intuition, and I have a really awesome teacher named Angela. She shared with me that our soul in our body is only about 10 to 12% in the body, and our soul lives beyond our flesh, and it's always taking in information, always taking in information. And if housed is only 10 to 12%, think of all of who you are is out in the world taking in information, right? And then we're physically told to show up and function and be productive when it's like we're taking in all the information that's happening outside of us, and so much is happening that is not fair, that is not just, that is not kind. So please be kind to you, because that's where the power is. I found that so interesting. 10 to 12% is here, and then the rest is like doing stuff. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
You. It was wonderful tonight.
Oh, I love you so much.
The sun was coming right through the kitchen window onto my back, basically, made me have the sensation of being outside of the stadium. That feeling, the body remembers it.
I love you, Michael, so much. That just made my whole night. Thank you.
How are you feeling?
Hanging in there. I'm excited. So I have my vaccine date next Monday.
Awesome.
I forgot to mention that to the group, so I will need to get that out to people because I don't know what will happen as far as what I'll feel like, but I'm really excited that I finally have a date, and it's on my mom's birthday. So I'm like, it's going to be the best way to honor my mama.
Yeah.
And then I'll feel much better just getting the vaccine. I've been staying home, and I don't know.
Yeah.
Numbers are up.
Yeah, it's looking like a repeat of last October, November, which is what we don't need. So hopefully, people get out there and get these doses, because it comes down to this. It comes down to being protected.
It's just, what?
Yeah. Yep.
Patience is hard.
Yep. But
almost
there.
Yes. I got so giddy when I got on the list, like a confirmation of 2:30 next Monday.
Yeah. Is it the county or who's doing it?
So they're going to be doing it at the Dow Gardens.
Oh, nice.
Or Center of the Arts, Dow Gardens. Okay. But
yeah,
like drive-through style, and
that'll be fantastic. Yeah, and super safe. So yes, that will be a great day.
I will feel much better once I have that.
Yep. And then, once you find out which vaccine it is, that kind of helps determine like how long you have to wait, for stuff to kick in. So they haven't told you yet, have they? Like what kind of?
Oh, not what vaccine.
At this point, it's just a matter of like plus or minus a week or two, like the differences are so small. So
it's been a year,
Yeah.
It's okay. What's another week? What's another 3 weeks?
Yeah.
5 weeks. Shoot.
I feel that way exactly.
Oh, I love you so much, Michael, and I appreciate you so much.
Equally. I hope you have a wonderful start to your week here. And for sure, hopefully catch you in a class on Saturday.
I can't wait. I'm sorry about this Saturday too. It's just been fun.
Yeah, springtime, people are out doing all sorts of different things. So like I was out of town on Sunday. I went to Grand Rapids on Sunday. So like I've been doing a little bit more too. So it's just season. So
I love you.
You too. Thanks again.
I'll see you soon.
All right.